But before I begin, I do have to deal with some business. When my kids were younger, I always said that if they got married before the age of 30, they had to pay back all their college tuition. That's the Greek in me. Andreas turned 30 in June, so he passed. Luke and Michaela got a delay because of COVID, so they passed. Unfortunately, Bruno and Marina, I just texted them. I got a bill for them so they can Venmo me. No, all kidding aside. I've done this twice before, but this is one of my most difficult ones. It's very hard for me. I'm not sure it's because he's the youngest or it's because I'm getting older. But here we go. And I'm going to try to make this quick, but it's very difficult. When Tam was pregnant with Dre, I thought, well, if it's another girl, we'll save a lot of money and clothes. Again, the Greek in me. But when he was born, I have to admit this, I was really freaked out. I didn't know if I could be a good father to a young boy. Maybe because maybe being gay played a part in it. And I know Dan and Ryan didn't know I was gay till tonight, but even though they grew up with us. But really, I never told anyone this. I wasn't the kind of guy that played sports or played video games. I was into musical theater. I mean, I didn't dance, but... Well, I wrestled. But wrestlers are all gay, right, Charlie? Yeah, maybe gay played a factor into it. I knew I could do the Disney musicals with the girls like Little Mermaid and all that stuff, but Mario Kart and SpongeBob, please, I'd rather stab my eyes out. All the insecurities went away the first time I saw his adorable smile. And I realized new parents don't have time to be insecure. Tam, stand up, Tam. Yes. Tam. She was actually homecoming queen. She beat me by 1 vote. No, Tam did the lion's share of parenting, working from home, running a business with 3 kids under the age of 5. I was running back and forth from the office, juggling as much as I could. So he's a boy, big deal. Instead of a princess costume, he wanted to wear his Wolverine costume, which he wore for months and never washed it. I could handle that. His sisters were old enough to understand what was happening, and they were super excited and wanted to help. From the moment AJ came home, that's what we called him back then, he wasn't just our baby, he was their baby too. They doted on him and really never stopped until they left for college. These days they're a tight group. They're like sibling friends who vacation together with their significant others. Oh wait, now they're spouses. This year they both became mothers, and it may be kind of coincidental, but both the boys' initials are A and J. So anyways, my insecurities might have resurfaced, except life happened. Tam and I got divorced when Dre was 5. And each of us brought an important male role model into their lives, his life. Scott could do baseball and football and talk sports and all kinds of other stuff. And Alex was 25 at the time. I know I did really well. So they were close enough in age to geek out over same movies, play Super Smash Brothers for hours, and crack over stupid SpongeBob. Oh, I hate that guy. Over time, we all built our own special relationships with Andreas, and each of us exposed him to important life lessons that he wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And as it turned out, my worries were moot. Taking the best aspects of everything we had to offer, Andreas grew to be kind, intelligent, charismatic, and even athletic. But I have to admit, the athleticism goes to the Dan McMurtry family. And Paul and Rob are here because they give me shit if I didn't give them credit for it. As an example, when Dre was 16, we were on a week-long cruise through the Caribbean, and we had to force him to go to this kids' lounge for teenagers. He said, "Oh, it's so lame. I can't just go there. I want to hang out with you guys, blah, blah, blah." Well, we said, just go check it out. So go there for a couple minutes. If it doesn't work out, you come hang out with us two homos and do whatever. Well, basically, we didn't see him for the rest of the cruise. Later, he came back and told us, this guy came up to him after, as soon as he entered the room and said, "Oh, these girls want to meet you." Life is tough when you're that adorable. From then on, we saw him get braver in unknown situations. Situations like attending a university on the other side of the country, taking a risk on a new job, and most importantly, asking out a certain stunningly beautiful brunette in the library. And it was a girl. So anyways, these days I don't stress as much about the kids as I did. When you spend years with a healthy, happy family, you almost forget to worry. But not everyone is that lucky. Melissa, I never met your father. But having known you all these years, I have to believe that he would be proud of the woman you've become. He'd marvel at the love and support you have from your family and friends, and he'd be amazed by your resilience, hard work in your career, and he'd be so happy to see you marrying the man you love. You're an amazing person who fits seamlessly into our family. You've contributed more than your fair share of funny stories to our family history. But I'm going to keep the boat ride quietly to my grave. These guys spent a few months in Delray last year, and it was a gift to get to see their relationship up close and hear all my friends at the club say, "Isn't she too hot for him?" But my response to everyone there was, "She's as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside." But, not to be conceited, we've come to realize that Mel and I have a lot in common. We change outfits 10 times before leaving the house. We can take forever to pick a restaurant or choose a menu. God, how did you pick him? And we also have the worst time when it comes to having to pee. I know, me too. Anyways, so there's, the old adage, daughters marry men like their fathers. I'm not sure what that says about Luke and Bruno. Especially, I don't know how many of you heard about what Bruno did today for the first look. He dressed in drag. But we knew that was coming. But in this case, my son married a woman like his dad. I mean, not looks-wise. And I hope he's ready. But seriously though, Mel, you deserve great happiness and love. Knowing how I feel about my son, I'm about to give you the biggest compliment I've ever given anyone. You deserve him. To my son, you continue to make me prouder than any insecure gay dad would ever have expected. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for the both of you. Let's all raise our glasses and toast to this amazing couple, Andreas and... I love you so much. Pierce. I'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen,